What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Broodwar ladder battle. We got Flash versus Larva today. Good long series, so strap in, boys and girls, and have a good old time. Yeah, this just came across. I guess this was really recent. It was on the 1st of October. Flash and Larva played a whole bunch of games together. I won't say how many, but this should be a lot of fun. I've been loving Larva's play lately. He's got a lot of good ideas. I won't spoil anything, but he's been using queens more actively. Ensnare has become a thing that he likes to use, and that's pretty cool. I like to see it. I wonder if he's going to pull it out in any of the games today. Definitely an outside-of-the-box thinker when it comes to Zerg. We've got a 1-Rax expand here from Flash, but one thing that Flash has been doing as well is doing a lot of mech switching. Mech switch has really become his thing in this matchup, which I'm all about. I love to see it. What is this? SCV cross map scout is a little bit funny. You don't usually see the Terran player cross map scout in this matchup, but he's going to go up here to top right, and I think he might see the Overlord. Yeah, it looks like he does see that, and so he'll know now where Larva's at. Going to go ahead and scout that. There is a pretty good chance that we see queens if Flash wants to go for a mech switch. Start building tanks. I actually tried out some very early queen tech in some of my builds today, and it was working very good against mech. I think that's a great way to play, honestly, is to build like 10 queens really early on. Kind of as soon as you figure out that the mech build is coming, just build the queens right away, and then you should have broodlings by the time they go for an attack. I haven't seen a lot of players go for just pure Goliath recently. It's been mostly mech with tanks. You can just kind of hold on with sunken colonies, and it seems to be a pretty solid way to respond. No Marines here. No Marines at all. Wow. Oh, 1 Marine. Okay, 1 Marine at the front. Still very light on Marines here. I think he's able to get away with this because he knows that the Overlord is not close. And so he's been able to slip out a few things, right? He's gone ahead and slipped out the Academy, 2nd Barracks, and that Command Center pretty much at the same time. SCV here in the main. Looks like it's about to get tracked down. That should be going down here pretty soon. Spire starts in the main. There it is. Does manage to pick that off. So, oh, Ling's stuck there. This can happen if you A-click on a SCV or another unit that's running away. Sometimes the Ling will just get stuck. You have to press stop position. It happens to Marines as well. Occasionally, you're gonna have to press stop before you can get them to move again. Quite a few Lings are coming across the map. He actually needs to get right in that gap. If you're standing like this and Ling speed finishes, they can just run through, get the full surround, and then once, 2-3 Marines die, it's pretty much all over. It can be really rough to recover. Firebat. And it looks like he's ready to push out here pretty darn soon. 2-Rax pressure play with 2 Firebats. This Firebat's just going to stay in the wall. Keep him safe. 1 Marine in there as well. That's a very nice setup, actually, back at home. You really can't do anything with these Lings. Double sunken colony on the way. It's not quite there, though. Uh-oh. Stim, and he's just going to go for it. Flash pulling the trigger on the attack right here, right now. Can he surround the medic? If he gets the surround on the medic, he could actually win right off. Ooh, nice target fire here by Flash, and it looks like he might just die. Yeah, GG is called. Pretty solid play from Flash, just hitting that stim button and running across. It's kind of Kind of like a Rush move, honestly. This is the way that Rush used to win a lot of his games, but this goes back to some comments from Queen and other top-tier Zerg players. They say that Zerg dies the most pathetically, just like this. You just didn't have your sunken colonies in time, weren't quite able to hold on, and boom, just like that, he is dead. GG, game number 2 coming right up. Okay, game number 2 with Larva up here in the top left. Flash already in the center, throwing down a Rax here. Start some pressure off. I haven't seen a second SCV get sent out just yet, but okay. Okay, so it's not BBS, but Sender 8 Rax is still a lot of pressure. It's going to be pretty annoying to handle. We'll see if Larva can shut this down. Going to go for an 11 hatchery. See if he sends a drone to scout as well, or if he's just going to kind of hang back here. Yeah, not going to send a drone. This is why I almost every single game extractor trick for a 10th drone and just scout the middle and scout the opponent immediately. I just go over there and just go check. Just see, because there's so many games where they do things like this. And if they do an center 8 Rax and you just catch the SCV and kill it, game's over. Like, they can't do anything. It's actually a very simple win from there. Gas follow-up here. No. Dude, he actually saw that, I think. He saw that. He definitely saw that. He saw the Rax there in the middle. There's no way he didn't. There's no way he didn't, right? He sees the SCVs. Here comes the drones now. Just a 5, but with the 6 here coming from behind. Let's see what he can do. Only 2 Marines so far, so this is still handleable. Can he pull one drone out? Nope. Drones were really getting blocked well by the SCVs, by the way. SCVs are not really attacking, but they're just body blocking really, really solidly. Gonna pull the drones away. I think he's gonna try and start a sunken. Yeah, good idea to just start a sunken here. 3 Marines now. Could he try to catch the 4th? Oh, just a little bit too slow to catch that. That's a bit sad. Cancel? Okay, just barely in the nick of time. Coming up from behind here. Oh, the bunker timing. Oh, that was a terrible time for a sneeze, guys. I am so sorry. GG. That's rough. Another win here for Flash as Larva taps out. Apologies again, guys. I will make it up to you. And have a great cast here. I've just been experiencing some allergies over the past few days. Been sleeping with the window open finally now that it's cooled down here in Japan. And keep waking up with a really itchy palate and sneezing all morning. Not sure exactly what it is, if it's the rice fields that are being burned right now or what's going on, but I'm running low on allergy medication from what I brought from Canada. Might have to buy or find some here in Japan as well. Don't know if I need a prescription for that. You need prescription for a lot of different things that you don't need a prescription for in Canada, so it's been a little bit annoying finding all the different medications or their equivalents here in Japan. Regardless, another 12 hatch here, or 11 hatch. No, this looks like a 12 hatch. 12 hatch, 11 pool, 10 gas for Larva to start this. It looks like a pretty normally timed Rax. Maybe this is a 10 Rax? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he's not even going to make a Marine to start. Yeah, I need to really map out those timings a little bit better. I know that if it's 210 and there's a Marine out already, it's an 8 Rax. I can immediately start to pull drones. Gotta handle that. A little bit of annoyance here for Larva to have to deal with. Flash stealing the minerals, going back and forth between these patches, forcing the drones to mine the opposite patch. It's just classic harass here in the early game. If this was a probe, he could go into that corner and then shoot over the corner. Go right in there and then shoot over and start hitting the drone as it's mining. It's one of the most annoying things in the world. Probe harass is absolutely brutal. Try to track down this SCV as quickly as he can. This is some pretty good play from him. Pushing back the SCV and really putting a lot of damage on it so that these Lings can finish it off. Another bug there and another bug. Ling's really bugging out here, having a hard time chasing. A little bit unfortunate, but at least he's forced this away. Can be confident that nothing can get in to scout him, at least for now. Let's see, should be taking his second gas here in a moment. Actually going to wait for a third hatchery first. So 2.5 hatch from him. Here comes the gas now. Did have to rest on drone production for a little bit. Gonna get back into that now. As he gets ready to saturate this natural and the natural gas. Probably gonna stay on... Oh, actually sends a drone out now. I thought he might stay on 2 bases for a little bit. But sends the drone down towards bottom left. This is the macro larva that we know and love. +1 build from Flash. It's going to be a little low on Marines here, but we'll have 4 racks production. We'll see if Larva can suss this out. And if he does, throw down a Hydralisk Den immediately so that he can take advantage of the relatively slower timings that Flash is going to be dealing with when it comes to factory starport. Spire is now finished. Will he get +1 attack or armor? It's very hard to tell when you just poke the front like this. Seeing 3 Marines, you know that it's probably not 2 racks. He could be hiding Marines up here, but it's probably not. But there are various other things. Oh, 5 racks. Wow, I'm looking at the Flash of old here. SK Terran all the way. Now it's really important that Larva gets his Hydralisk Den down as soon as possible. You know, this game looks like it was from 2010, the way that these guys are playing right now. Except for the 2.5 hatch. It should be 3 hatch. 3 hatch before gas. Then it would truly be a game from 2010. With this much Marine production, this much bio, it's going to be pretty tough for Larva to clean up the bio ball on the map with just pure Mutalisk, that's for sure. He hasn't poked in far enough. I think he only saw like 1 racks here. I hope he pokes in a little further so that he can actually see what's being built here. Gonna see it now. Okay, he sees it now. He sees the 5 racks. And he should be throwing down a Hydra Den any second. 8 more mutas on the way. No sunken colonies just yet. No Hydra Den either. He's just going to try and fight this straight up, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but we'll see if he can make it happen. Okay, there's the Hydralisk Den now. Starting at about the 7-minute mark. Same timing as the factory. And it looks like Flash he's kind of just hanging out at a low SCV count. He starts some more, but it seems like he wants to be a little bit more aggressive and less economical. Because I don't think he can afford... I really don't think he can afford to make off of 5 racks and, you know, do all this teching and make SCVs all at the same time. That's going to be a little bit tough. That's some good control from Larva, whittling this down a little bit. Army moving down towards the bottom left. It's going to force Larva to make a choice. As soon as that goes down, Larva has to choose to dive this. He's got to dive on this. Now he can send the mutas down towards bottom left. Catch that army. Prevent it from killing his bottom left. This is a really good handling of a difficult situation by Larva. Needs to bring the Lings up, though. Bring the Lings up. Here we go. Lings en route. And everything will be cleared. Very well played by Larva, honestly. At the moment that he saw the Marines moving down to the bottom left, he has to make a decision. And he made the right one. Just kill that army immediately. Dive on it right away. So that you have time still to go down here to bottom left and shut down the other push towards bottom left. So handling that very nicely. Does not have 3 drones on gas. Look at this. 1 drone behind the gas geyser. Not sure how that happened. But it looks like he's not going to notice that. Maybe for the rest of this game. Very hard to pick that out when you're flipping back and forth between the bases really quickly. And so that's just sad for him. He missed out on a bunch of gas, and he wasn't even getting minerals during that instead, you know? Like, usually you'd have, oh, I forgot to put 3 on gas, but so you had an extra 1 on minerals, but he doesn't even have that. He's minus 1 drone for the rest of this game, potentially. Still, 37 workers is pretty darn good. Very big bio ball out here at the front, but Hydras are now out and Lurkers are morphing. Nidus Canal gonna be connecting. Ooh, getting on top of a little bit of a rally here. Not bad. Muta number is drying up. Not a lot of mutas left over, but killing this army is very, very good. This reinforcement train has been totally wiped out. Might even get this other medic too. Oh, not quite. Just gonna save those units running away here. Lurkers on high ground. Lurkers with the sunken colony. Tank push. Tank push incoming from Flash. We'll see if... I mean, Defiler's gonna be done, right? Consume is nearly halfway complete. Lurkers here on the high ground. It's kind of a funny place to put your Lurkers. He's hoping to catch the Marines as they're coming in, I think. Kind of an interesting spot here to put the Lurkers like that. Yeah, look at that. He's actually going to get some damage on the tank. Missed shots. Missed shots. Another scan. More missed shots. I mean, this is going pretty well. He's going to have to back up. But, I mean, he can just pause right here for a moment and wait for that consume upgrade. Like, consume is going to be done. Oh, my gosh. How many kills? Oh. Oh, Flash not paying attention. Flash losing a lot here. Ooh, Flash losing so much. Seriously losing a lot. And now these Lurkers could actually... He could put another Dark Swarm there and push the tanks away as well. And it looks like he will do. Maybe even come down the ramp, try to take the 3rd base. Hey, not a bad idea for Larva here. Oh, that's not very good, though. Losing those 2 Lurkers is really going to hurt him. It's going to slow him down. Just 1 vessel at a time for now. 3rd base on the way. Tanks right out in front of this natural. It's a little bit scary. But Plague is going to be done here soon. New Defiler needs to be made immediately. Do we see one in the production tab? I don't. Wow, he can actually hit right there with the tanks. That's gnarly. Defiler here waddling out. Is he going to find anything? Flag is not done. Gonna have to hop through. Scourge available to at least escort the Defiler over towards the front. And it looks like he will try to run this forward. Dark Swarm, Lurker. Target fire on the Lurker. No target fire on the Lurker. Nice snipe there. Really solid snipe. With the Scourge. Can I get the Plague? Beauty Plague as well. Defiler does get sniped by the tanks, but this is really solid work for Larva. Uh-oh. Bit of a problem here. No Defiler at this front. Wait a second. Maybe making a bit of an error. Needs a Plague on this. Darkstorm Plague. Oh, he doesn't have energy. Not enough energy for Plague. Can't throw it down just yet. There we go. He will throw it down on the Fire Bats. Yeah, these Fire Bats are not going to be able to push down some more Lurkers. Not with the Plague on them now. But Larva's starting to fall apart a little bit here. I mean, the run forward to get the Plague was amazing, but he might end up losing this hatchery. Ooh, killing off all the tanks. That's a great move. Bringing the Lings forward to kill the tanks. Flash getting a little bit too frisky with those tanks. Pushing up that far, and actually this hatchery survives. Really nice hold by Larva, although it was a bit dicey there for a moment. A little bit dicey. He does pull it together. Looking for a Plague there. Not able to get it. A lot of upgrades on the way right now. A lot of units being pumped out. He's managed to secure a couple more hatcheries. Here comes a drop into the bottom left, though. Scourge not in position. Scourge going to be shut down. Can he pop enough through this Nidus Canal in time to save it? Oh, looks like he'll barely save it. Great Plague. Great Plague here. Pops it through a few Defilers through. Defilers will be able to hold on. One Lurker underneath here. Can't transfer any Lurkers through for a little bit, it seems. In fact, doesn't have many Lurkers at all. This is one big problem if you're just being a little bit too greedy and saving up gas. If you don't have enough Lurkers for a few seconds, you can end up losing a game like this. Oh my god, there's one Lurker. Run down the ramp, Lurker. He's going after the hatchery. Looks like he will get it. Hatchery kill there. Marines run by. There's nothing on the high ground. Darkstorm. Lings coming up. Drones are going to be under threat. Here comes the Ultras. This is why he was being so greedy, so that he could have a very good Ultraless timing. Drops here on the high ground. Marines are only +2. How much armor do these have? +2. +2 armor is pretty nasty. Oh, some drones dying here on the low ground. He did manage to resecure a couple of Niduses and is going to get this hatchery going again. Bit of a drop in the bottom right, but we're going to lose this drop ship at the end of the day. Trying to get another base online here at the top center. But I think that we're pretty close to Larva running away with this. Now, Larva is back onto 3 gases. And his 3 gases are not going to last that much longer. Especially that one in the main. However, Ultras are now out in force. And he's been staying ahead of the curve in terms of upgrades. The upgrades are looking very good. And in fact, he's just going to cleave through this. And GG is called. Yeah, Flash just cannot hold on. He knows that a number of Ultras that are going to be coming out here soon will be completely overwhelming. Didn't get this 4th base up in time. You really have to get that online while putting on all the pressure. And so Larva actually takes one back, managing to get a win here in this game. And we've still got a few more left, guys, so let's jump right in. All right, sitting at a very early SCV once again. Looks like Flash wants to block with an eBay here on the Litmus. It's a very common tactic. And very annoying, honestly. Very frustrating to deal with. You got to pull a lot of drones to stop this. And if it doesn't pull a drone immediately, and to see that this is happening, you end up having to spend a ton of time killing the engineering bay because it puts you put a lot of health onto that. And indeed, this is going to be quite annoying. Look at that, 377 health. That takes a lot of time to deal with. Look at hatchery gets thrown down here at the natural, so far away from the mineral patches, but it's better than pulling all those drones to just try and fight that initially. Super frustrating, and you can see Larva's not very happy. He's pissed. Doing his best to get the kill on this SCV if he can. Just not able to get it. Nothing really going right so far. But I think we'll see a 2.5 hatchery build from him with the 3rd hatchery placed at that natural. He may even not build a drone for 18 supply. Build a hatchery and then get the, or sorry, an overlord. Excuse me. You go up all the way to 18 supply, and then build a hatchery, and then start an overlord afterwards. And maybe the way he wants to do this, just to get that third hatch as fast as possible. Of course, he's gonna start his lair first, but I mean, he can't even build it if you're just gonna leave the engineering bay there. Leaving the engineering bay just sitting there is kind of diabolical. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty annoying. You're just gonna build one pair of lings, just one pair. Go over there and kill that. At least he can build a sunken here. That's one thing. He can still build the sunken. He needs it actually quite soon. Double factory back at home for Flash. Gonna be going mech this game. There's the creep colony. He did build an overlord. Okay, that's fine. We need the sunken colony anyway. Maybe he can't afford it. Not sure, but we will be getting that sunken colony up in time. Machine shop being added on. Potential for vulture run-bys, by the way. And you can see Larva already preparing for something like that. The potential of a vulture being hopped over those mineral patches cannot be ignored. Armory coming up. Good. I'm glad to see this. I want to see how Flash deals with, or excuse me, how Larva deals with this style of play. Ooh, I love it. Immediately gonna go ahead and start Burrow. Burrow is great if you're against Vulture run by or against Wraith play. Either one, you're gonna be happy to have that Burrow upgrade for sure, for sure. Looks like it will be Vulture run by. He's gonna wait for 4 vultures and then try to rush past, get up into the main base. But Burrow will be finished. Burrow will be finished just in the nick of time here, I think. Oh, he sees the vultures run out. He saw it with the Overlord, I believe. Seeing it with the Overlord, can he actually build a couple of buildings here in time? He's gonna pull drones. Pull drones over to this side. Here's another building. Is that a tight wall? I don't think so. I think it can slip by. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll get by into the main base, looks like. One drone has died. Okay, not bad. Only 1 drone death so far. This vulture is going to get trapped. Oh, 2 more vultures run by into the main. He's got a burrow. Burrow in the main? Sick. Okay. The burrow is pretty sick. Gonna lose 2 drones. 3rd drone at the natural. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th drone over here. So 4 drones total. Burrow. Burrow. Oh, a little bit too slow there. A little bit too slow to keep that alive as well. Here's the Mutas, though. Should be able to shut this down. Oh, can he save everything? Super important to save all these drones right now. Gonna run around, just be super annoying. The longer he keeps this vulture alive, the... Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that little man on the bike. Going for another kill. Oh my gosh, finally takes it down. Just playing a bit of Tron racing there, just rushing around. Trying to keep that bike alive as long as possible. Oh, 3rd gas. Let's start his 3rd gas right now. I'm not sure what that's for exactly. Yeah, not quite sold on that. Not really sure what that's all about. Natural's just being taken now. Looks like Larva's seen that. Ouch. Definitely hurts. Taking that much damage on the first Mutalisk. He starts armor. I'm gonna start to mine from this. This is interesting, actually. He's taking this gas so early. Because you're really gonna bank up a lot of gas, I feel. Let's see. 27 workers. Can't even spend all this. I mean, if he was gonna build Scourge, I think he could spend it, but you don't need Scourge, you need Mutas. I think he's going to go all in, boys. I think that's what we're going to see. Yeah, I actually like to play this. The way I like to play this recently is get a queen's nest immediately. If you get a queen's nest right now and just build 10 queens while expanding, get an expansion over here, get an expansion over here, you know, build some sunken up everywhere. And then they're kind of forced to go tanks, which I think is the plan anyway. He's going to go tanks. He's got the starport tucked in here and only 2 factories. So he's going to play pretty conservative and go tanks. Yeah, I can't even mine off of this. That's a bit unfortunate. Can't mine. He does set up a hatchery over here at the top left. And so he is going to expand out a little bit, but no queen's nest. The reason I like the 10 queens, you get that very early, and then you focus on getting hydras out later, so that by the time there's any sort of timing coming from the Terran player, you just have energy. You get rid of each and every tank that the Terran players has. They're not gonna, like, their first push, they're not gonna have 10 tanks. They might have like 5 or 6, something like that at maximum. Another run by here into the main. Oh my god. So annoying. One drone dead. Another drone dead. What an annoyance there. This trail of lings all the way across the map. Lings absolutely everywhere, actually. Great map vision here for Larva at this point. Only gonna have that 3rd base, though. Making drones, sending them out. Still, so many vultures have been made here. Really doing well to keep trying to track these down. Vulture over here as well. Oh my gosh, so frustrating. I really don't like playing against this type of mech play. It's very hard. Very hard to keep tabs on where everything's moving when the vultures are going to be running by and that. Looks like he's just going to slip 2 vultures in again. Time to burrow everything. Is there a scan now, though? No, there's no scan. So just denying mining. That's all he's able to do with this. Can we get that? Okay, does get that. But vulture over here as well. 3 kills on that vulture. 4 kills. Very frustrating. Once again, super annoying. Exactly what you want to do as a Terran player. Exactly what you want to do. Get in the Zerg's face and just slow them down as much as possible. We just fly in. Immediate irradiate here. Oh my god, this is the worst pull I've ever seen in my life. That was like the top muta as well. That's crazy. There's the queen's nest. But he's making hydras. I thought he would make queens first. Maybe he's worried about a push coming too soon. He's not going to be ready. Yeah, that's a real possibility. Now that he's waited this long to make the queen's nest, and he just lost a bunch of mutas, there is a real potential for Flash to just come straight across the map and put the pressure on here. Making the 3rd add-on for the factory. 3, 4 queens on the way. A little bit shocked to see that after the hydras have started in production. You want to get the queens out well ahead of when the hydras start to be made. Gonna pull out the injured mutas this time. Doing a lot better of a job. Has killed a few SCVs and is keeping the Terran player back. That's really what he needs to do. 11 queens on the way. It's the right amount to get the job done. About 10 to 12 queens. You could even go up to 20 if you're getting into the late game. You don't really want more than 20 queens. 10 really seems to be the magic number to basically stop anything that the Terran player does on 2 bases. Once they get 3 and 4th 3rd base, 4th base, it gets a little bit harder. You have to go to maybe a few more queens. Evolution Chamber is done, but I don't see an upgrade on the way. Did he get one? He got +1 attack, definitely. Building some sunkens. Emergency sunkens are on the way. How far are we off? Ah, yeah, that's rough. Okay. He's at 77. I mean, I've died like this so many times. I really have. I've lost so many games to mech. So similar to this game as well, honestly. This is totally understandable. But I don't think there's any way of surviving. Oh, I guess he's going to counter. Counter could help. You know, maybe he gets in here and kills these tanks. If he kills the tanks with the mutas, nah, it's not going to happen. GG. There it is. He taps out. But you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, right? If you have 10 queens, finished energy at this point in the game, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kill every tank. And then just the hydras that you can produce here, the rallies of hydras, can just overwhelm these Goliaths pretty easily. If that doesn't work, then the sunken colonies will definitely defend well enough. But unfortunately, just did not have the queens in time. Did not have the energy, guys. On to the next one. All right, our next one, guys. Larva over here at the bottom right. Can I change this? No. Let's keep no red Terran. Flash here in the bottom left. It's funny, they were just talking to each other. I'm not sure if Flash knows that this is Larva. Probably he does. Probably he does. But they were talking to each other in English, talking about a keyboard error. Larva had a keyboard error and he needed to pause, and then they just said go. So nothing really groundbreaking, nothing very interesting, but just funny to see them talking in English and chatting to each other. Hatchery on the way here. Gonna take a bit of a risk. Not going for an early pool. And Flash. Gonna be spotted here in the natural. Opening with another barracks into command center, most likely. He can't actually see that. That's interesting. That Overlord is out of vision. And so the SCV, unfortunately, will go the wrong direction. It's going to go way over there. I still can't see that. Second SCV going to be sent out. Down here towards bottom right. Nice wall in here for Flash. Going to be very hard to punish. We'll see if Larva has anything in store, though. Maybe he's got something to punish this build. It's been pretty consistent from Flash so far. Sticking with this opener. Aside from the one game of mech and the 8 racks. Trying to build a bunker here. I don't think this is a heavy commitment to a bunker. Maybe he can get in here and do something, but let's see. Ooh, SCV goes down. Sick block. Really sick block here with the drones. Lings are going to be out in time, I think, to stop the bunker. Like, you can't stand here and fight as the Lings pop out. Yeah, 4 Lings versus 2 Marines. That's a dead Marine, and he will have to cancel here. This is, yeah, this is really bad for Flash now. I mean, he really got shut down. Completely shut down just by the drones, truly. Drone control early was good enough to just shut down this bunker. Oh, there's only 2 Marines here. He can just kill this. Yeah, he'll just kill that. He'll just kill the Marine. Oh, he tried to pull it back. Yeah, that's unfortunate. GG. Hey, getting a free win here. Not exactly free. He did have to, you know, hold off the bunker, but that's about as free of a win as it ever gets versus Flash. A win on the board is a win. A win is a win here for Larva. And so he will go forward into our next game, guys. It's supposedly the best game of the series. It's coming up next. Here he is, Flash spawning in the top right-hand corner. We got Larva in the bottom left. And guys, I took a little break in between streams, or in between games here. And took a look at the timings on 8 racks as well as your regular 1 racks fast expand. 1 racks fast expand barracks end finishes at 2 minutes and 10. And 8 racks, the Marine finishes at 2:05. So quite a ways before. Quite a bit faster. Quite a bit faster. I'm really just sharing this for my own sake, because I really am trying to remember these timings. But maybe somebody out there as well, maybe struggling with the 8 racks. Knowing those timings can help. If you scout with your Overlord and you see the racks is finished and it's before that 2-minute 10 mark. You see with the Overlord, I mean, he's not going to see it here, but when you get in there like 2:05, you see the racks is finished already. Then you know that pressure is incoming. You know how many drones to pull. It's not an easy hold, but gives you a little bit more of a chance if you know exactly what's going on, what's happening. As you can see, Screaming Sea is our next map. And apparently this is the best game of the series. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Your reward is this epic game on Screaming Sea. And as always, shout out to the Patreon supporters. Shout out to everybody out there who's been watching the ASL cast as well. Especially those of you who join and watch live on Soup Live, but also those of you who've been watching on Starcast TV. Really appreciate you guys. And we've been having a blast with those casts recently. I always have more of a good time with casting than I do with actually playing the game, but we've been playing a lot recently as well on stream. Playing some other games, playing some horror games and stuff like that too. We played Sons of the Forest recently. We're like halfway. I don't know exactly how far we are through, but we've been enjoying that game a lot too. So definitely tune in if you can, if you want to check it out. SCSL on Twitch. Trying to build that up. Takes a long time, I know. Takes a very, very long time to build up a stream following. But we're going to be playing all kinds of fun games and interspersing some Broodwar in there as well, as much as I can handle without going insane and burning out. That's the last thing I want to do. Ooh, another mech game from Flash. Love to see it. Let's see if Larva picks up on this right away. Because what I've seen from him on Screaming Sea is that he likes to go very limited number of early Mutalists. And then, oh, wow. Double Armory. Double Armory mech is sick. Yeah, we've seen this before. CC first into Double Armory. Actually, I think this might have been, yeah, was this CC first? Sorry guys, I was talking a little bit too much at the early part of this game. Double Armory. It must have been CC first, Double Armory mech. That's... this is going to be a nutty game, guys. This is going to be a fantastic game. For sure. You'll love to see it. There it is. The double upgrade start. Goliath's on the way. 2 pairs of Scourge. 2 pairs of Scourge is a little bit crazy. Queen's Nest, yes. Queen's Nest immediately is exactly what you want to see. Oh, he makes no mutas. That's very cool. No mutas at all. Flyer Carapace and 2 pairs of Scourge. This is purely for scouting. He just wants to go over there and figure out what's going on. So he's probably going to spread these out. Oh, I accidentally clicked that, but this is pretty good. We're going to go ahead and see what Larva sees here. How much he can figure out. Of course, he does not see the double armory. But he does know that it's mech. And so he knows this is the right call. 4 queens on the way already. Vulture out here on the map. Oh, 2 kills on that. I think those were Lings. But it will get taken down, and this base can start to mine now. Drop. Of course, you want to get drop right away. He's actually going to go drop before Overlord speed, which is absolutely fine in this situation. It's not like there's a bunch of wraiths flying around or anything like that. You can very easily slow drop down to this bottom center once that upgrade is complete. And drops are going to be useful for the whole game, definitely here on screen we see, as well this Flyer Carapace. Like if he starts to make, for example, Valkyries, that Carapace, that Flyer Carapace will be so clutch. You just keep the Flyer Carapace upgrades going, and the Valkyries do almost nothing. That way the drops can get in to areas that they wouldn't have been able to. Queens will last longer against the anti-air, and Mutas will have a better time fighting as well. Scourge will have a better time connecting. Everything will be just a little bit better. Look at this timing. Oh, it's sick. It's so good. Look at how close he is. Science facility. Let's see if he nails it perfect. Oh, he's just a few seconds before, but it's pretty darn perfect. Science facility finishes, and the +1 is done. Will he start immediately +2? Yeah, here comes +2. We'll have to wait a little bit for that +2 armor. Can't start that right away. Doesn't have enough gas. But he's going to get that going here pretty soon as well. Was that 175, I believe? 175 gas, if I remember correctly. And then I believe the third upgrade is 250. At least that's what I remember. I haven't played Terran for a long time. Drones over here are going to have to retreat, but we've seen this before. Just going to cancel everything, pull the drones. Got what he needed from that base. A few hundred extra resources. And now he can take the island. Island's going to be taken. Double expansion from Flash. Just going to immediately take these two bases. He could also make a CC and just float it out. Make another CC up here and just float to top left. That's not a bad idea either. Let's see. Is he going to continue with armor in the air? No, no air armor. More air armor. Missile attacks on the way. Double expansion here for Larva as well. So going to be taking multiple islands. I believe the upgrades are done now for the queens. 11 queens is pretty sick. Straight fly through. He's going to see very minimal number of factories. And I think he sees the double armory as well. No, not quite yet. Yeah, now he sees it. Double armory. Pretty sick. Mutas will have to fly out. But you can see how greedy Flash is being with only a couple of factories for a long time. Finally going up to 3, but double expanding out onto the map. True greed from him. And he's going to be allowed to get away with it. 5 more queens. 5 more queens, guys. He's going to be going up to potentially the full 20. What I was talking about earlier. And he will have a lot of energy here, too. Ah, no energy upgrade, though. That's unfortunate. Energy upgrade is really good in a situation like this. Looks like the scan goes down. He sees the island base. Coming in for some snipes on tanks. Oh. What? Parasite. He could have gotten the kill. What are we doing? What exactly were we doing? Okay, Parasite on that. That's fine. More Parasites detected. Pretty funny. There it is. On the Goliaths. Now the vision is pretty sick. Vision is very sick for Queen right now. Or for, not Queen, excuse me. For Larva. The Queen's giving him that vision. That's what I was talking about. There's the gamete mitosis. So eventually he will have... Oh, he's trying to pull out the ones that have Parasite in them. That's funny. I'm going to send them over here. Making sure that he's got vision everywhere now. Overlord's all spread out. Drone over here as well. He's going to try and take that base. Let's see if there's going to be drops. Yes. 2 drop ships in the air, but no air support, which is a little bit worrisome. If he's got no air support... Oh, I think he just saw the drops with that. I think he just saw the drops with that. He is going to see it. Look, 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 look. There it is. That's a sick Parasite. That actually helps him to see this. And now if he has Scourge, like these dropships are so expensive. Like they're going to be filled up with a whole bunch of mech units. And so they're really going to be costly if he ends up losing them to Scourge. Like let's say you have a tank, or let's say you have 4 Goliaths in there. Think about how much money that is. That is so much money. And if he just catches it with Scourge and they all die, oh my gosh. This is death. What is he doing? The drops here are going to get absolutely annihilated. Look at all the broodlings coming down here. He's got drops as well from the Overlord. Oh gosh. Annihilated. Absolutely annihilated. And now there's Scourge here. Yeah. Boom. Easy. Oh, that was one with only 1 Goliath inside, though. That's kind of funny. He chose wrong. It's unfortunate. Wow, he's even taking this base? Oh my goodness. Flash going to try and take center left, which is insane. Absolute insanity. Ooh, okay. Only like 1 or 2. I just get out of that Overlord. Can he catch the drop now? Catch the drop! Oh, you have to catch the drop. You have to catch the drop here. That is everything. It's really a shame that Larva didn't have more Scourge around, because he had so much vision. He had so much vision over here. All you need to do is shut down the drops, and you're going to be in an amazing spot. But now, I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to. Okay, look at that. But he used all the Scourge. This one going to go after that drop of Flash. He's just going to send it away because he knows... Oh, he knows that that's parasited now. More queens coming out. Looks like he's just going to shoot them all on these Goliaths. Just get rid of them. Yeah, it's a shame he's... Like, where are the Scourge here? Like, you've got a lot of Scourge, I think. Or you've got a lot of gas for Scourge. There's no reason you shouldn't have Scourge enough to shut this down. And so, I mean... Okay, there's the Scourge now, finally. But this base is shut down. Groove Spines on the way. Finally! Really? He's just getting Groove Spines here at 14 minutes. That's kind of wild. A lot of tanks here on high ground. Adding on the extra hatcheries. It's going to get a little confusing with all the Nidus canals at this point. Command center floated over towards top left. Managed to arrive. Drops are going to make it safely once again. And I think that we're going to see Flash take the space. Like, I don't think that it can be stopped. Just coming across, though. How are they doing? +2 attack. But it's 3-2 for Flash. I'm going to go ahead and clear out all those tanks. Not bad at all. Army going to be sliding back here from that front line, holding center left. Just going up on the high ground, chasing down these drops. What have they got in them? Oh, a lot of stuff, actually. Yeah, these are actually full. So every kill on those dropships is going to be huge. Only gets 1, though. Pushing up on the high ground. Larva making it a little bit tough for Flash to defend everywhere. Queen's coming forward. He's going to kill all the tanks, I think. He's got them cloned. I believe these are all cloned, so every tank should go down. Yeah, there they go. Every tank falls. And the Broodlings are going to tank while the Hydras deal the damage, at least as long as he actually targets. Okay, he's going to target the Goliaths down now. Couple more Broodlings. Couple more tanks go down. I mean, he's making progress here. This is not bad for Larva, honestly, but this drop might shut him out. This drop is really painful if it gets off. It is going to get off. Does he have the Broodlings? Does he have the number of Broodlings to take this down? I think he does. Yeah, he is going to shut this down. Yeah, the Sunken Colony there in the mix. The Hydras as well. This is a very nice hold. Very nice hold from Larva. But he doesn't get rid of the drops again. Like, there's nothing in the air. Just put the Scourge, like, in the middle and just prevent drops. We don't need to dive. We don't need to dive in to try and kill the dropships. or send them over anywhere in range of Goliaths. Look, he spots them with the Overlords. If he's got a bunch of Scourge right here, he can just fly over and catch these. But he's not. He's not got that. And that's just really, it's a big problem right now for Larva, who's going to have to eat this drop going down towards bottom center. Can he respond in time? Doesn't look like Larva's responding very quickly. Going to run through this Nidus. Might be the bottom Nidus, which could be a little bit of a problem. Okay, he gets a lot of Hydras through. A lot of Hydras get through, which means he will shut this down. But going to the high ground, I think he's going to drop on the high ground. Where are the queens? Okay, one goes down. Only one drone kill so far. 2 drone kills. Not too bad. Oh my gosh, the Scourge are not going to catch these drops on the way back. Oh man. Larva really having a hard time with everything that's going on right now. I don't blame him, but this is really rough. Can he actually get some Dark Swarm? Dark Swarm finally does manage to get it. This has been cleared. Can get back to mining there. Flash about to be mining here, and he's already mining top left. I mean, he's mined out a bunch of these minerals here. See, only 800 minerals left on a lot of these patches. The Defiler's it's a good idea, but it's just so taxing. Everything is so taxing right now for Larva, and the tank number is becoming a bit too high. He actually needs to break the space. I think he's sending an Overlord over there now to check and see what's going on there. I believe he's going to be pretty disappointed to see that there's already a base mining at that location. Larva having a hard time just getting this base out in the front. So many tanks here. How many queens does he have left? Thought he would have a huge ball of queens somewhere. Seems like they're kind of spread out though. More Goliaths being sent. Reinforcing the position. This base going completely unscouted. Queen having a tough time. Or excuse me, Larva having a tough time. I keep seeing queens on the screen, so I keep saying queen. I apologize. Drops with Parasite on them, just hanging out at 12 o'clock. A lot of tanks moving forward. There are so many factories at this point. He's even building factories out on the map now. That's a lot of Broodlings to just throw down on just a few Goliaths, man. Like, this is six Broodlings to try and shut down this base. I would much rather see him throw Broodlings on these over here. That would have been so much better. Tanks on high ground. I mean, it's okay. Actually, this is fine for Larva. As long as he... Just back away, back away, back away. Don't lose all the Hydras. Back away. And bring the queens and just kill all the tanks. Bring more queens. Bring 4 more queens. Kill every tank. He should be able to pull that together. Looks like he's got some queens here with some energy. Should be able to deal with that. Does need to shut down this base, though. That's not looking good. I want to let that base stay. Oh, now tanks down here. Oh, he's got to run to the corner. Run all the way into the corner here. Larva. Can't be taking this trade right now. Don't be losing all these Hydras. You're not going to have much left on the ground to actually fight this stuff. There we go. 2 more Broodlings, but still tanks on the high ground. And he's going to continue this pressure. Not a lot. Oh, drone stays alive barely. No more Broodlings to actually clear this up. Uh-oh, I'm a little bit scared for Larva right now. I feel like Flash is kind of dominating. 2 more queens make their way forward. Gonna reload up Hydras. Go for another push. This is what I wanted to see from him earlier. Make sure that you have the Overlords spread out, and then you've got the Scourge. Ooh, another nice kill there. I'm not sure what was in there. I think it was SCVs. I think it was SCVs, actually. SCVs in there are going to get shut down. Another one. Oh my gosh, a lot of Lings just died. Lings and Hydras going down, trying to attack that tank line. A lot of queens here. Yeah, spread out the Overlords like this. You put Overlords all along here, right? and then you have a bunch of Scourge kind of sitting back a little ways. And then as soon as you see the drops come in, you immediately snipe down as many of the drops as you can. This is very good, finally. Getting in over here and getting a lot of this damage. Picking off a lot of these tanks. He actually should be able to push through this now. That's only 2 tanks on the left-hand side. That was a lot of value. A lot of value. Army's going to be brought up to try and reinforce. Oh, he's kind of splitting his attention right now. Hitting 2 sides. Drops coming in. Overlord drops of Hydras on top of the tanks. Oh, I guess this maybe going to work. Wow. Clearing right through this. Very good trade here for Larva, actually killing off a ton of stuff. Dropping Flash down to 155 is a little bit crazy. Finally going to shut down this bait. Now there's only 700 minerals at a lot of these patches. Kind of funny. Oh, he did make a medic, and he was going to get Restore. I'm not sure if he has it right now, but he was going to get it for sure. That was the plan. Oh, drop over here at the top left as well. Finally, that's getting some attention. Ooh, he picks up a drop with the Hydras. That's very good. Getting that damage there. Going to be shutting down, you know, a couple tanks or a few Goliaths and a tank. Drop more Hydras, more Lings coming up. He's actually going to clear this. Larva doing a very good job right now. Bringing this game back. There's only 300 minerals in the bank for Flash. 100 minerals in the bank for Larva right now. How's he doing on minerals overall? Oh, he wasn't able to stop this base, though. Yeah, that's a little bit rough. Tank over here as well. Okay, he's going to take that base. And he's got this. This is pretty fresh. But Army is moving forward. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does he have enough queens? Not able to shut down top left is really rough. That managing to survive might be the nail in the coffin. Wasn't able to take out top left or center right. Nice plague. Dark Swarm. Maybe another plague. Hydra's here. Having a hard time doing anything against this. Queens come forward. Big queen hits. No EMP. No EMP at all. Looks like he's just relying on Irradiate to try and deal with this. Army going to come forward. He absolutely clears out everything. And so, oh, this would be huge. Can he actually get the hits? Very good hits there. Gets rid of a lot of these Science Vessels. So many Science Vessels go down. Tank's pushing forward, but there's another round of Queens. Yeah, he's going to take this. Oh, a lot of Queens here. Can he get the splits? Having a hard time getting all of these Broodlings off, but he gets the majority of them. And now we'll clean the tanks. All right, let's take a look at Flash's side. He's got some minerals left over here. He's still got pretty good minerals in top left as well. But these 2 bases are out. So those are really the only places that Flash is mining. Top left and center right. Can he actually get this online? Gonna push to the middle, but this base is gonna go down. Drone transfer. Might end up getting picked up. Okay, does turn that. Does manage to turn that. Probably the hatchery is going to fall. These are +3 attack tanks, so they're just going to die. Not really a good way to stop that. Might get all the drops are going to go down. All right. A little bit too much wasted Scourge there, but it's fine. Getting rid of the drops is big. How many drops are left? Okay, 2 drops are left. That's it. Just the 2. He only left 2 tanks at this base. Oh my god. Could easily break that if he had a good number of units plus just 2 queens. You know, get like 10 Hydras and 2 queens, you can break that. Coming forward here. Plague. Very nice plague there. Dark Swarms. Dark Swarms going down. Definitely helps out the Hydras fighting against these tanks. Very good D-Matrix. Slow things down, but Hydras are pushing forward and getting some good kills. Unfortunately, not able to target down any of these Science Vessels, but that's fine. Look at that D-Matrix, or that Defiler, excuse me. I'm all over the place, but Oh, Scourge coming through. He's got a spread. Oh my god, he used like 10 Scourge to kill one vessel that had already been flagged. That's so rough. Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That is so painful. And so, you know, there's still going to be a couple of vessels flying around. I think that Larva might have this, though. 95 supply is a little bit crazy. It's kind of incredible. Larva is running dry, but he's going to have this base up soon. He will have that base up soon. Can he get a drop over here to top left? Yes. Hydras making their way over. Shut down this mining. There's almost nothing over here again. I said before, but I'll say it again. Only a few Hydras over there is just going to shut that down. Double Parasite detected. A lot of Hydras coming forward here. Getting on top of this before the siege up can happen. And then Dark Swarm as well. Doing a great job. There it is. GG. Wow. Larva wins this game despite losing control over the center right. Not able to shut down this top left for nearly the entire game. Still managed to bring it together. I mean, Flash almost mined this base out, by the way. Like, he brought this down to 700. And still, Larva managed to take it. Just excellent trades with Queens, I think. Queens really saved the day here for Larva. They were definitely the clutch unit that he needed to get the trades necessary to make this game work. If he was... he mined, I think, less than the Terran. Wait, let me actually go and look at the after report here. I rarely ever do this, but let's see who mined more. Yeah, look, Flash mined more and he spent more, but he lost. That is super rare for a TVZ, especially when the Terran player is going mech. Usually the Zerg player ends up spending way more and losing way more units. He still lost more units, but yeah, he definitely produced more. I mean, Lings are just, that's a lot of units. But yeah, usually when the Terran player is able to just mech and, you know, sit on half the map, just hold half the map, very, very difficult for the Zerg to win. But we saw that situation where Terran actually, I think, mined more than half the map and still ended up losing. Very good final game here from Larva. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, that's it. That's the end of the series, and I'll see you in the next one.